On today's show, we're going to give you the bottom line on home title insurance. Is it something you really need? And how much will it cost? Did you know that 160,000 Americans are injured every year on household ladders? We'll show you what you need to know to keep yourself safe and get the job done right. Ever wonder if you're getting the best value for your money when it comes to car insurance? We've got the answers that will keep you protected and save you money. This is the show all about you, your space, and your home. We are Designing Spaces.
Betsy and Jason are taking a big step. They're buying their first home. But what do they know about closing costs? With the right knowledge, they could save on title insurance.
What's the next step? Like, what are we looking at?
Well, the great thing is that you have been pre-approved, so that's out of the way. We've got, of course, get an appraisal, have an inspection, and then, of course, there's title insurance.
But what is title insurance? Do I really need it? And what's it going to cost? We recently caught up with Steve Palmer, CEO of Entitled Direct Group, to get the bottom line on title insurance.
Well, guys, I can see why you're so excited about this home. I mean, it's a great find. Congratulations.
Thank you. We're really excited about it.
That's nice.
So we did our homework, but we would really love to hear from an expert and hear what you'd like to say. And we wanted to know, what exactly is title insurance?
Absolutely, it's a great question. So title insurance protects against defects on the title of a real property. So it essentially protects an owner's interest against financial loss associated with defects on the title.
Is there really much difference in cost as far as who you take a title insurance with? Or is it all the same? Or
Yeah, no, there can be a significant difference. In fact, this brings to mind one of the myths that we hear about title insurance on a daily basis at Entitled Direct. Title insurance premium rates are set by some state regulatory insurance body. In the vast majority of states, that's not true. A title insurance company can file requested rates in most states, which have to be approved by the state regulators. But once they're approved, they're in effect. And we've endeavored to do that in most of those states by filing rates that are up to 25% below those of our competitors.
How are title insurance premiums calculated?
They vary a little bit state by state, but the key driver is how much risk is the title insurance company assuming. So on an owner's policy, that's tied to the purchase price of the property. The higher the purchase price, the greater the risk assumed by the insurance company, and therefore the higher the title insurance premium. For a lender's policy, it comes down to the size of the mortgage. Again, the bigger the mortgage, the higher the title insurance premium.
Another question that we had is, how are you able to offer title insurance premium at such a discounted rate?
We are a unique company that was designed to be cost effective and efficient in as many ways as possible. So there are kind of three ways in which I think we're a little bit unique. One is that we sell a lot of our title insurance policies directly over the internet. Secondly, we've invested a lot in our IT platform, and that enables us to be as efficient as possible. And we have relationships with mortgage originators and mortgage brokers around the country. And wherever possible, we try to, at least in some respect, integrate our IT platform with theirs, which again just makes things incredibly efficient. And finally, we do work with some title agents, but only agents who share Entitled Direct's focus for providing title insurance at the lowest possible price and the best possible service.
However, if we have a question, how do we go about talking with a person?
Absolutely. So we encourage all of our prospective policyholders to call our 1-800 number, which is available on our website, entitleddirect.com.
Our realtor mentioned closing costs. So what exactly should we expect from those?
Sure. So closing costs are just the fees and expenses associated with buying a home or refinancing your mortgage. So in the case of buying a home, they tend to be roughly 2% to 5% of the purchase price. So if a couple was buying a $300,000 home, that means the closing costs are between $6,000 and $15,000 typically. So we're talking about a lot of money. Again, title insurance and settlement services tend to be two of the larger closing costs. And we at Entitled Direct believe in most cases we can help you minimize those costs.
Well, we just want to thank you so much, Steve, for coming out here. This is a big decision for us, and you've made everything very clear.
Yeah, and thanks to Designing Spaces as well for bringing you in to help us out. And you were terrific.
They need to remember that it's their decision as to who they use for their title insurance company and settlement services company. And if they ultimately feel that a company provides them with the best value and their realtor suggests someone else, ultimately it's their decision on who they use, and they should exercise that right to save money and get the best possible service and policy. We really encourage when people are shopping for title insurance, make sure that they visit entitleddirect.com to get a quote from us as well.
To see this portion of the show again, visit designingspaces.tv. There you will also find a link to entitleddirect.com.
One of the most important pieces of equipment a homeowner or home improvement professional can utilize for any household job is a ladder. But it can also be one of the most dangerous. Each year, 160,000 Americans suffer ladder-related injuries, and more than 100 people die from ladder-related accidents. According to OSHA, the best protection against falls is having the right equipment for the job, including the right ladder. Hi, I'm Joe Stone. On this episode of Designing Spaces, we're talking ladders, to help you pick the right ladder for any household chore in order to stay safe and get the job done right. To help me today, we've invited Brian Wilcox from Louisville Ladder to help point us in the right direction. Hi, Brian. Welcome to Designing Spaces.
Thank you.
Now, can you help our viewers understand why choosing the right ladder is so critical?
Sure, Joe. Proper ladder selection is vital to a safe and successful project. There's really three elements to consider: height, material, and duty rating. First, you're going to want to choose a ladder high enough to safely and comfortably reach your work area. Next, you'll need to choose between fiberglass or aluminum. And finally, the weight of the user, including materials, will determine the proper duty rating. These range from 200 to 375 pounds.
Now, I see you brought several ladders for us to look at today for jobs both inside and outside the house. Now, there's a fiberglass ladder and an aluminum ladder. Can you explain the difference?
Yes, Joe. Fiberglass ladders are the most popular style of ladders. They're ideal for working around electricity due to their non-conductive elements. Aluminum ladders are perfect for most other projects, such as painting or roofing. They're lightweight and easy to maneuver.
Now, this one here is a step ladder. That's obviously for low altitude tasks.
Sure, if your job doesn't require you to work very high, step ladders are the right choice. The aluminum ladders come standard with pail shelves, while the heavy-duty fiberglass models come with a copolymer boot for strength and durability.
Now, this is interesting. This is a twin-step ladder, and it looks like it has steps on both sides.
Exactly. Twin-step ladders are ideal for two-person jobs, such as installing a ceiling fan or chandelier. Unlike a traditional step ladder, this ladder can support the weight of two users at the same time, so they can safely and comfortably complete their project together.
This is a fantastic tool. I can see a lot of good uses for it. Now, next, this is a platform ladder.
Exactly. Platform ladders are designed for those projects that require you to stand on the ladder for extended periods of time. The oversized platform provides a larger work area, while the extended handrail with ProTop keeps your tools close at hand.
It looks like a comfortable way to work.
It really is.
And so far, we've looked at ladders for both indoor and outdoor projects, but the last ladder we're going to look at is used mostly for outdoor projects. Let's go take a look at that.
Great.
Okay. Now, this is obviously an extension ladder.
Yes, when you need to get to greater heights, an extension ladder will get you there. These are great for commercial projects, cleaning gutters, or even installing storm shutters. You simply extend the sections to the desired length, secure them with the rope and the patented quick latch system, and start your project. It's important to ensure you're on level ground and have the ladder at the proper angle.
Now, you also brought an aluminum version as well.
Yes, this one comes with our integrated Pro Grips, which helps protect the work surface.
Well, you certainly have some great products for just about any job. Can you tell us a little bit more about Louisville Ladder and some of your training resources?
Sure. Louisville Ladder's been a leader in safety and innovation for 70 years. You can trust our products to help you complete your projects safely and efficiently. Our website, LouisvilleLadder.com, has a variety of training resources, including our award-winning Climb Academy, which will help you choose the right ladder and use it safely.
Brian, thank you so much for joining us on Designing Spaces and giving us some ladder lessons. For Designing Spaces, I'm Joe Stone. We'll see you next time.
Let's face it, we Americans love our cars. It's important to protect that relationship. This is where insurance enters the picture. In many respects, your auto insurance is just as important as gas, tires, and tune-ups. But what do we really know about auto coverage? Are we really getting the best value for our money? Designing Spaces visited Safe Auto Insurance in Columbus, Ohio to talk car insurance. What are the biggest key considerations to look for when shopping for car insurance?
There's 4 areas, very high-risk areas of automobile insurance. 1, bodily injury. 2, property damage. 3, uninsured and underinsured motorist bodily injury protection. And you also have comprehensive and collision. The bodily injury and the property damage are put together, and it's called liability. If you're responsible for an accident, you have insurance. You are liable to take care of the other person. And this part of your policy kicks in, takes care of any bodily injury to the driver and his passengers, and also takes care of the physical damage to the vehicle. Very important. Most states, probably all the states today, have some sort of law protecting the other person. That's why you have liability insurance. 2, and I find this very important, is uninsured and underinsured motorists. There are many people that are still driving around out there today without insurance, without liability insurance. If you should get into an accident with one of these people and it's their fault, who's going to take care of you? Nobody. What happens in this is an endorsement. It picks up and helps pay for bodily injury to you and your passengers. Very, very important. The third is the comprehensive and collision, and this takes care of the physical damage of your car. If your car is into an accident, you'll have insurance with a deductible, and that will help repair the vehicle back to where it was originally before the accident. To pick the right car insurance, it's very important that you ask yourself, what do I have to lose if I do not have insurance? Could I lose my home? Could I lose my business? Could I lose my banking accounts? That's very important. You really need to take that into consideration before you decide not to have automobile insurance. Another factor that you should really take into consideration is the age of the vehicle. Sometimes a vehicle, because of its age, is not worth insuring, and you'll find the deductibles will be more than the car's worth. So you really need to look at that and ask yourself that question.
If I want just the essential minimum limit coverage, what do I need to look for or be aware of?
Well, every state has their own minimum limits of liability, what the state requires you to have in order to be an insured driver. And you can find that out online, or you can call up your local DMV, and they'll be able to tell you what the minimum coverage is required for you in their state. Another good place to find this information is go on to Safe Auto's website, www.safeauto.com. We list all the information you need to make a proper insurance decision.
What are some of the common errors people make when selecting auto insurance?
Well, today everybody's on a budget, and we understand that. And we have a method of increasing your deductibles on your policy to help get your costs down. If you increase your deductibles, your monthly payment will decrease, which makes your policy more affordable. And here at Safe Auto, we want to give you affordable insurance.
Why do different people get different quotes for their car insurance rates?
Everybody's unique, and everybody has their own driving characteristics. Like if you have a new driver in the household, a young teenager, or you have a luxury car, or you have a car that you use to go back and forth to work. Where you live is another consideration, and the roads you drive are another consideration. These factors together help determine what you're going to pay for your insurance policy.
I know that insurance will vary depending on the state. How do you handle that at Safe Auto?
We're very good at what we do, and we specialize in providing you state minimum coverage to make you legal to drive.
Why do you guys do what you do? What drives you?
We find this very rewarding here at Safe Auto. Let's say it's like going to a dentist. Nobody wants to go. Well, nobody really wants to buy automobile insurance, but we provide a service that everybody can have insurance and feel safe.
What does Safe Auto do better than other insurance companies?
Here at Safe Auto, we do one thing. We specialize in automobile insurance, and we do that so we can get to know you better, what you need. At Safe Auto Insurance, we want you to enjoy the road ahead.
Take the right steps to protect your car. After all, it is a part of your work, play, and family. Keep a regular maintenance schedule. Drive safely. And have the right auto insurance to protect you and your vehicle against the unforeseen bumps along the way.
It's a big honey-do list, but it's got to be done.
That's right. You know, we'll do one project at a time and we'll take our time.
DIY home improvements. We don't have all the tools we need to do this.
I have an idea. Come on.
Do-it-yourselfers often hit a brick wall when it comes to choosing the tools and equipment they'll need to complete a project. Renting is the way to go. You get the tools you need when you need it, and it makes doing it yourself a cost-effective alternative to a contractor. A trip to Sunbelt Rentals can answer your equipment needs.
Hi, good morning.
All right.
Chanel.
Tom.
Hey, I'm Steve. Good to meet you. We want to create a patio with a gazebo. We've got the plans for the gazebo, but we don't have the tools we need to build it.
I think we can help you with that. Let me show you around.
Awesome. Now, the location that we want to put this patio, there's an existing slab there, but it's all messed up, broken up and stuff. Is there something we can use to get that out of there?
Absolutely. We've got some gas concrete cutting saws that we can rent you. Cut the slab into smaller pieces and get it out of your way.
Now, with the gas, though, do we have to do a special mixture of gas and oil, or?
You do. We'll go ahead and give you a tank of pre-mixed fuel so you don't have to worry about mixing it yourself.
Awesome.
Great, that's great.
That's awesome.
So now, we want to paint our house, but I'm worried about how long it's going to take.
This is the tool for your job. It's our airless paint sprayer.
Is it gas or electric?
This is our electric model.
Okay, now, dumb question. Where does the paint go?
It's real simple. You lift it up, you put your bucket underneath the suction nozzle, and you're ready to go.
Oh, great.
Beats a paintbrush.
Yes.
Now, when we're setting the posts for the gazebo, do you have a level or something that we can use to keep things straight?
Absolutely. We've got our laser levels, which will help you keep everything level and plumb.
Awesome. And rent one of these to chop up all the wood and stuff?
This is our portable table saw, but for your project, I recommend you use one of our circular saws. Come on, I'll show it to you. With more than 500 locations in 44 states and Western Canada, Sunbelt Rentals is one of the largest equipment companies in North America. With a diverse product mix, do-it-yourselfers can complete projects by selecting the right equipment confidently and safely. Here's a circular saw I've mentioned to you.
Ah, nice. Now, what is this knob for?
That knob is to angle the blade so you can make angle cuts.
We're gonna have fun with this.
This is gonna be great.
You guys mentioned you'd be breaking up that concrete slab in your backyard. These are the chipping hammers that'll help you finish your work. We've got our stand-up models, and we've got one on a cart if you've got a bigger area you want to get done.
And so I would even be able to handle this.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm excited, honey.
It looks good on you. I like the green with the red hair. So we're painting the house, building a new gazebo, and laying a concrete slab for a new patio in the backyard.
Yes. I'm excited. I think we can do this ourselves.
I think it's gonna be great.
I really feel like we're gonna get some stuff done now.
You know, at first I thought we were being a bit ambitious, but thanks to Sunbelt Rentals, we can do this.
For more information, visit sunbeltrentals.com to find a location near you. To see this portion of Designing Spaces again, visit designingspaces.tv, where you'll also find a link to the Sunbelt Rentals website. Making a space you can call home. Living the lifestyle you desire. It's what we are all about. We are Designing Spaces.
For more information about anything you've seen on today's show or to find out how to be part of the show, log on to designingspaces.tv. You can visit these websites to learn more about the participants on this edition of Designing Spaces.